Okay, guys, we are doing another test here, just testing out. Um,
Yes.
Now trying something a little bit different because now I am going to be running the live stream still on the main computer and then remoting in from my laptop and see if they work together. So we're going to try this here in a second. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I appreciate you guys jumping on here, helping us test. Um, Remember, severe weather is certainly possible over, I don't even want to say possible, likely. I don't know why I said possible, but likely today. And so we're going to be keeping a very close eye on this. So, okay. So essentially, I can switch and let's see. I should be able, I'm switching audio. How does this sound right now? Because we are still connected with the studio mic. So, how are we sounding right now, guys? I'm switching over to my laptop in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're on the laptop. We are using and running through the laptop. And I think it's using the computer audio. It is. Oh, now we're changing this. And now I'm using the external microphone again. Okay, how are we sounding now? Because we are completely on the laptop right now. Can still hear you with the laptop. Okay. The difference is my studio microphone is a lot more expensive than than the mic I'm using right now, but there's a little bit of a difference here. So, okay, so you guys can hear me still? Everything good? I'm gonna trigger up the Skyscan Doppler. I'm gonna take my picture off. And so if I was running this remotely, this is essentially, you guys could see that. Yeah. So you guys can see this and hear this. It may be Zoom compression. I don't like how they pull audio, but that's so far that's been the best software that I've found to do what I'm looking for. This is just backup. Hopefully this is not required, but if we had to run off this as an emergency, let's see how this audio sounds. I'm going to listen to it myself here. Let me see if there's anything I can change. I'm going to, you guys can see this and hear this. It may be Zoom compression. I don't like how they pull audio, but that's so far that's been the best software that I've found to do. Okay, I think it sounds pretty good. I think it sounds pretty good. I think it's enough that, if we had to switch to this, obviously it's not going to be like the studio microphone. Like here's an example. Okay, now we're on the studio microphone. So obviously you guys can, I'm sure, tell a difference. But, if I'm in my safe place and I had to do live coverage, I think that essentially this would cover it. So here's the plan. The plan is to do this. If I've got to take cover, be able to remotely stream and pull this in and be set up that way. And then if for whatever reason or something happens, we lose power with the weather center and everything goes dead, then I can essentially go live from my laptop. So got multiple backups set up. I'm feeling very good about this. I think this is going to work. I think this would be okay. If I had to do severe weather coverage this way, I certainly think I could do it. So yeah, let's look at something real quick. Mesoanalysis data. I want to show you where the warm front is because it is certainly
Yeah, that's a good catch. That's a good catch, guys. Hang on. Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Hang on.
That's a good catch. I need to load up because I'm using different audio tracks. I did not pull it into this screen. So good catch, guys. Good catch. Good catch. Should be fixed now. People say no sound. Yeah. It should be fixed now. Yeah, it I had it on the wrong or I didn't pull in the right audio track, so we should be good. We should have sound again. Hopefully. Hopefully so. Oh, yeah. So the warm front, look, it's over here towards Conway. So it's probably starting to get warm, pretty muggy in Conway. 70-degree dew point down here towards Arkadelphia, Camden, Sheridan. Very, very warm. Yeah, I realized that the audio track, because normally it's just set up on my microphone and everything links up. So once I unmute my mic, it goes across all my scenes. But since I'm using an external and I'm pulling the audio in a different way, it wasn't set up in this scene. So, but it's set up now. So we're good to go. Let me fix this matter of fact on everything just in case. So um just bear with me for a second. And I have access to pull, which I know it's really foggy, guys, and that's a good indication that warm front's moving through. Like for instance, um, okay, so for instance, here's a shot of Marshall right now. So I'm making sure that I have my audio set up with all these scenes. Um, I think the warm front is, I mean, it's moving so quickly that I fully expect it'll be here within the next 2, 3 hours, probably, Jaden. It's moving in pretty fast. We got 55 people watching me just test right now. Thank you guys. Okay, so let's see. Let's try another thing here. Max rate. You'll lose audio, but now it should be back. So let's see. Okay, so I can switch between Max and Skyscan and no problems. Good. Awesome. That's just doing that. I'm just going in here and setting up audio track. So that's my big TV. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Well, the main thing is we're going to be using is just going to be Skyscan Doppler. And that seems to be working really, really well. So, all right. So just to recap, severe weather likely today. Keep an eye on the weather. It's up B branch about 10 degrees from an hour and a half. Wow. Yeah, it's rising, Keith. Warm front is rising. And we're not really seeing much development. It's all just clear, which that we want rain right now. If we could just get some rain, that would help stabilize, but we are not getting the rain. So, guys, thank y'all so much for helping me test. I appreciate you guys so much. I think we're good to go. I think we're ready. I think everything's good. And so we're gonna sign off here. But someone said, what is the timing for today? Afternoon. I think you need to be weather aware as early as 2 p.m. But I really think things start cranking up 3, 4, 5 o'clock, somewhere in there. So, all right, guys, we're ready to go. If anything develops, we'll be live. Thanks, guys.